All right, ready for a backstage pass, you guys. We're diving deep into the world of front-of-house management.
Ooh, front of house.
Yeah. Ever wonder who makes sure your concert experience is top-notch or how theaters handle those crazy sold-out shows?
I mean, someone's got to be running the show behind the scenes, right?
Exactly. And that's what we're uncovering today. We've got some awesome intel from RoleCatcher to guide us. Their front-of-house manager career guide, insights into their job search platform, even a sneak peek at their AI-powered interview prep tools.
Sounds like we've got an all-access pass to becoming FOH pros.
Right. It's like we've gone undercover in the world of FOH management. So first things first, what does a front-of-house manager actually do?
Okay, so think of them as the conductors of the customer experience.
Okay.
They're the ones who make sure everything runs without a hitch for the audience, from the minute they step into the venue.
So it's more than just showing people to their seats.
Way more. We're talking ticket sales, managing the flow of refreshments, making sure the public areas are good to go.
Sounds like a juggling act.
It is. It's a delicate dance of logistics, customer service, even a bit of crisis management, all happening behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain, I like that. Okay, so imagine a sold-out concert, right? The energy's electric, the crowd's buzzing, someone spills their drink all over themselves 5 minutes before showtime. That's where a great front-of-house manager steps in, right?
100%. They're the ones who can diffuse a situation, find a solution, and make sure everyone still has a fantastic time.
Talk about pressure. It makes you wonder, what's the day-to-day really like for a front-of-house manager? What kind of schedule are we talking?
Let's just say if you're obsessed with a regular 9 to 5, this might not be the gig for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, evenings and weekends probably come with the territory.
Oh, yeah. Evenings, weekends, holidays, you name it. Whenever the show's on, they're on.
I guess that makes sense. The show must go on, as they say. But hey, free concert tickets, anyone?
Perks. But it also means those long, sometimes unpredictable hours and the potential for last-minute emergencies.
Oh, I bet.
Imagine a double-booked venue or a major tech malfunction right before the curtain call.
Oh, no!
Yeah, those are the curveballs they handle.
Sounds intense. So it's definitely not for the faint of heart, but for those who thrive on that live event energy.
Oh, it can be exhilarating.
Right. Speaking of which, let's talk about the skills you need to succeed in this role. It's got to be more than just a friendly face, right?
Absolutely. While customer service is key, the RoleCatcher Guide points out some unexpected skills that can make or break a great FOH manager.
Like what?
Negotiation and problem solving, for example, are crucial.
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that right away.
Yeah.
So you're not just the face in the venue, you're also a diplomat.
Exactly.
You're diffusing situations, finding those win-win solutions.
Yep, even in those high-pressure moments.
Okay, so we've established that this is not your average desk job.
Right.
But let's say someone's listening to this and they're thinking, this is me, this is my dream job. What does a typical career path even look like in front-of-house management?
Well, the cool thing is there are actually a few ways to break into this world. You could start as a front-of-house assistant.
Oh, so like an entry-level position.
Exactly. You'd be getting your hands dirty,
Yeah.
learning all the ins and outs from the more experienced folks.
Getting a feel for the lay of the land.
That's it. And from there, you could move up to a supervisory role, maybe lead a team of ushers, or manage the box office.
Ah, I see. Working your way up.
Exactly. And with enough experience, really showing you can handle those pressure cooker moments, you could become a front-of-house manager.
Calling the shots, making sure every event goes off without a hitch.
That's the dream, right?
It is. Now, let's switch gears for a second, talk more about RoleCatcher specifically. We've touched on their career guide, but their job search platform sounds next level. What makes it so special?
One word: personalization.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Right. They use AI to tailor the job search to your specific skills and experience.
Okay, so instead of just seeing a million job postings that might not even be a good fit.
Exactly. You're getting insights into which roles actually align with your resume and experience.
No more second guessing. I love it. So you're not just throwing resumes at every opening, you're finding the roles you're actually qualified for and actually want.
Exactly. And they've got this cool feature that analyzes job descriptions. It tells you which of your skills are most relevant for each role.
Okay, so no more wondering, did I highlight the right skills on my resume?
Exactly. It takes out all the guesswork.
It's like having a personal career coach in your back pocket.
Right. And speaking of guidance, RoleCatcher also has amazing interview prep tools.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
They've got a huge database of potential interview questions, all tailored to specific roles, like specifically for a front-of-house manager.
Well, that's smart. I bet there are some pretty curveball questions they throw at you for a job like that. You know, the kind that really separates the rookies from the rock stars.
Oh, for sure. They're going to put you through your paces. A classic one is, how do you handle a difficult customer?
Oof. Yeah, that's a big one.
And it's not just about calming down an angry person. It's about showing you can stay cool under pressure. You can find a solution.
Maybe even turn that frown upside down.
Exactly. Because sometimes a little bit of grace under pressure can turn a frustrated attendee into a lifelong fan.
So true. So, what other tough questions should job seekers be prepared for?
Well, they'll definitely want to hear about your experience managing a team, especially in a fast-paced environment like that.
Right, because you're not just managing logistics, you're leading people.
Exactly.
And not just any people, these are people who are passionate about putting on a great show. So it takes a special kind of leader to inspire them, to motivate them.
Totally. And they're going to want to know you can handle the financial side of things, too.
Ah, right, the budget.
Exactly. You got to
Yeah,
be able to show them you're not just passionate about the show, you're savvy about the business, too.
it's like, I love a good light show, but I also know how much those lights cost to run.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Be ready to give examples of how you've handled tough employee situations, how you've ensured compliance with safety regulations.
It's a good reminder that behind those amazing performances, behind those sold-out crowds,
There's a whole team of dedicated professionals making it all look easy.
working their magic.
Exactly. Speaking of challenges, that actually brings us to another important aspect of front-of-house management.
Okay, so we've talked about the excitement, the skills, those tough interview questions. But let's be real for a sec. What are the biggest challenges someone in this role might face?
Well, like we touched on, those crazy hours can really take a toll. It's not just the late nights, it's the unpredictable schedule, always being on. It can lead to burnout.
Yeah, you got to have serious stamina for this job. It's like running a marathon that could turn into a sprint at any second.
Exactly. And because live events are, well, live,
Anything can happen.
right, a power outage during the final act, a huge storm throws the whole schedule out the window.
Yikes. It takes a special kind of person to not just handle that, but thrive in it. What other curveballs come with the job?
You're constantly juggling multiple things at once. You're the go-to for customer questions. You're coordinating with staff. You're putting out fires left and right.
All while the show's going on.
Exactly.
It's like being an air traffic controller, but instead of planes, it's crowds and emotions and maybe even a few divas.
Huh. That's a great analogy. And just like an air traffic controller, you need nerves of steel.
Stay calm, think on your feet.
Exactly.
Okay, so the challenges are real, but at the end of the day, is it worth it?
For the right person. Absolutely. Seeing an audience leave happy after an incredible show, knowing you were part of that you helped create that memory.
There's got to be a lot of satisfaction in that.
It's incredibly rewarding.
Yeah, it's about the experience, not just the logistics.
100%. And for those who are drawn to that energy, who love that challenge, it's more than a job, it's a passion.
A passion that comes with free concert tickets.
Hey, perks don't hurt.
Exactly. Well, as we close the curtain on this deep dive into front-of-house management, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from today?
I think the biggest takeaway is that there's so much more to it than meets the eye. You see the smooth running event, the friendly staff, but behind all that is a whole lot of planning, problem solving, and passion that most people don't even realize.
It's like that duck gliding across the water.
Yeah.
Right? Looks effortless, but those little feet are working overtime under the surface.
Perfect analogy. And just like that duck needs strong, webbed feet, a front-of-house manager needs a whole toolbox of skills.
Customer service, negotiation, financial savvy, crisis management. You got to be ready for anything.
Exactly.
You need to be a meticulous planner and an expert improviser all at the same time.
Yes. Ready for those curveballs.
Because there will be curveballs.
Oh, yeah. It's not always glamorous, and it's definitely not your average 9 to 5, but
for the right person.
it can be incredibly exciting.
So if you love the energy of live events, if you thrive in a fast-paced environment, and if you secretly love turning chaos into a masterpiece,
Front-of-house management might be your calling.
and hey, if this deep dive has you curious, head over to RoleCatcher. Their platform is like a one-stop shop for all your job-searching needs. Those AI-powered tools will give you a serious edge.
Backstage pass to career success.
Exactly. So next time you're at a concert, a play, or any live event, take a moment to appreciate those folks working behind the scenes, the front-of-house team, making sure your experience is amazing.
Maybe this sparked a passion you never knew you had.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. We'll see you in the next episode.